All right, guys, welcome in. We're ready to get after it. It's a brand new season. We got the Outlaw Graphics Super Late Model Series, week number 1, right in front of us. Taking a look right now, we got our practice results up on the board. We did have about a 20-minute practice tonight. Those are the fastest that we got. Landon coming in right now in that number 1 spot. Kevin Lee in the 2. Connor Haddock and Logan Ace round out your top 4 in practice. Drivers are now hitting the track and getting ready to take a look at all these guys as they make their way out onto the track. Taking a look at qualifying. Results for qualifying are up on the board here. Kevin Lee in that number 1 spot for Twisted Wrench Racing. Lee going to be in the 2. Landon out there tonight for Haddock Racing. He'll get that fixed on there. Anthony Monroe from Monroe Motorsports in that 4 spot. The 5, Mr. Connor himself, team owner. Congratulations. Got a couple drivers now in the paddock racing for him. All right, as you see the rest of the field there, we did have heat races tonight. Number 1, heat race number 1 went to Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee got the job done out there in heat number 1. We look forward to seeing what he could do here tonight in the feature. Heat number 2 we had. Heat number 2 went to Lee. Lee out there, keep an eye on him. He was somebody to watch all night long. And then, of course, heat number 3. That was Ty. Ty bringing it home here tonight. New driver. Legend car driver in real life. But, hey, he's here to run the super late models with us tonight. All right. That wraps up that. We're going to get a quick thank you to all of our great sponsors out there tonight. Big thank you to Outlaw Graphics for providing us a race here. The super late models are always a pleasure. We're going to get you guys flashed over now to the A main. All right, drivers are set, ready to get to the track here. Here we go. A main racing coming at you. Just working out the kinks here. We got a few new overlays here for you guys at home. So right now, you got them up on the board here. Feature number 1 spot going to go to Kevin Lee. Lee going to be back there in that number 2 spot tonight. Connor Haddock going to be back there in the 3. Looks like somebody's car just blew up out there. Drivers are set and ready to go. Take a look at the conditions here tonight for us at the track. At Martinsville, it's 73 degrees, cloudy, 15-mile-an-hour wind. A big, huge thank you again to Outlaw Graphics, Heatwave Graphic, Phantom Racing, and everybody who makes it possible for us to get these races in and at you tonight. All right, that being said, we'll take a look here. The grid is set, by the way. There's your starting lineup for tonight's racing action, week number 1 at Martinsville. Kevin Lee, your pole setter. Lee going to be in that 2. Big Ty going to be in the 3. Logan Ace going to be in the 4. Haddock going to be in the 5. Landon going to be in that 6 spot. Monroe going to be in the 7. Ricky Bobby in the 8. John Gerard going to be in the 9. Wayne going to be in the 10. Frank going to be in the 11. Reese Sr. going to be back there a little bit further in the 12 spot. All right, drivers are set. We're ready to go racing here tonight. Should be a fun night of racing. Kevin Lee going to look to get another win here underneath his book. Won a couple championships last season. We'll see what he can do here tonight. Anthony Monroe sponsoring the series, Outlaw Graphics. You need a paint done, make sure you check him out, man. Fantastic painter. All right, pace car's in. Race is ready to go. Let's see what Kevin Lee's got for this new season. Green flag out. Good stuff right there. Lee going to go to the high side. Kevin Lee going to be in that number 22 spot on the bottom. Ty going to be back in the 3. Connor Haddock going to be in the 4 spot. Logan Ace, Anthony Monroe, Landon, and John Gerard. Ricky Bobby going to round out your top 8. Up front, still great battle here. Watching Ty now dig to the inside. The 13 machine battling hard with the 17 of Lee. Connor Haddock going to be back up that 88 out of New Hampshire. As we do have a caution on the speedway. And they're keeping it green here, it looks like. No caution. Green flag still out. Kevin Lee, your race leader in that 22 machine. Ty, Lee, Haddock, and Monroe. Frank the Tank out here tonight in the number 8 machine for John Wayne Racing. John Wayne himself right now in the number 12 machine out of Tennessee. Derek Dorr, there is Reese Bobby Sr., Jerry Springer, Bubba Powler, Slammer Smith, and Hunter. Hunter in the 48 Lowe's machine tonight. Always a pleasure having him out here with us as he just blinked and disappeared and then ran into a car. Unbelievable. The blink was huge. Kevin Lee now going to be your leader as we get through the pace laps here. The call tonight was 75 laps. Looks like we got a car stuck in gear on the racetrack. We're going to have a couple more extra laps at the end of this race, I do believe. So Kevin Lee, your leader out front right now. Lights on the pace car for the first time tonight. I know there's going to be a lot more. There is. That's just the way it goes. Ty going to be in that number 2 spot, though. But, hey, a couple legend car drivers out front here tonight. Couple legends. The 13 machine, a legend car driver also. Can't wait to see what he could do when the Twisted Wrench Racing Series starts next week. Stafford Motor Speedway is where we will go. So let's see what these guys got. Lee going to be back here in that number 3 spot, Landon, John Gerard, and Connor Haddock in the 88 machine for Haddock Racing. Got a new driver, a couple new drivers coming out of the Haddock paddock is what you want to call it. He's got Steven, who just signed up to run with him. He's going to be a part of that team. And also Landon, who's currently in the 4 spot. So I'd say a pretty good night of picking up drivers, if you ask me. So lights are off the pace car. We're going to finally go back to green. 8 of the 81 in the books here. Let's see what these drivers can do as we're about to let them loose here at the Paperclip. You know it's a crazy track, man. Here we go. All right, here we roll. They're getting in that restart zone. Good, clean start for both drivers. You don't want to start in first gear. Ty now going to be on the outside. Kevin going to be on the inside. Good move from him. Here comes Lee now to the inside in the Western Auto 17 machine. Landon. Got Logan and Landon out here. Oh, the 13 gets them. The 13 takes the 22 around. Kevin Lee now going to find himself in a little bit of a predicament here. 13 gets up to his back bumper early in this race. Let's take a look at what happened here for you folks at home. I know everybody wants to see. Tags the curb there, the 22 does. It looks like the 13 didn't have enough time to check up, which you really don't at this track, let's be honest. So big mistake there for the 22 getting up onto the curb. The 13 had nowhere to go, and unfortunately for him, he tagged him. So it's going to bring out our second caution here at the Paperclip. We'll see what we can do here, get these guys re-racked around. Your hard charger at the moment. They're trying to move up through the field here. You know, you got a few different varieties of guys. But right now, Ricky Bobby, another guy that's charging up through the pack here. Best times at the moment would have been Kevin Lee at an 18.97. That's as of right now. We have not got too many laps in, obviously, with the cautions, but yeah, Interval State, he is the quickest right now on the track, followed by Tyler. Mr. Hamilton himself, he ran a 19.10, so we'll see what we can do here. Restart, ready to go, 12 of 81 in the books. Good restart for him. Anthony Monroe now going to charge back up through the field here. The 82 machine dunked way in the back. 14th spot right now. Back up to the front. We got Sparks flying. Cars driving hard into the wall. Kevin Lee, Landon. Great battle here. Kevin Lee now to the inside of the 17. He looks to get back up to the front. Lee, Landon, Connor, Ricky Bobby, John Gerard, and John Wayne. How about John Wayne, folks? That 12 machine is now up to the 7th spot. John Wayne Racing on a tear. Big wreck in the back of the pack. Big wreck. Man, we had cars flying around. We're still green, though. Great battle right here. Frank the Tank, Logan Ace getting after it here. Driving in the Nighthawk Cadillac tonight. And it does look like that's going to bring out a yellow flag. Caution out on the speedway again. Absolutely. Absolutely. You see it right there. They're all over the place, man. Tyler still out front. Kevin Lee, excuse me. There is Connor, Ricky Bobby, John Wayne now to the top 6, ladies and gentlemen. Who had that on your bingo card? I guarantee you didn't. You should go play the Powerball. I guarantee you did. Frank the Tank, though, good run for him so far in the Good Ranch number 8 machine. He's now got himself up to the 12 spot. So guys are moving. They're moving all right. They're going in the right direction here. We'll see. Hard charger at the moment would be Hunter. He's up 8 spots. Bad luck. I would say it's got to be Landon right now. He's back 9 spots, so he's not really having a race he wanted to have here. So we'll see what happens here. Lights are still on the pace car. We'll get you zipped around here. 19 of the 81 in the books here at the Paperclip. Week number 2, not next week. These run alternate weeks. So next week it'll be the Tour Mods making their week 1 appearance. We'll catch these guys in 2 weeks. But right now it's the 13, the 22. Great battle. Oh, big spin of the tires there. That's going to open up the door for Lee. Lee's not going to go to the inside in the Western Auto. And big pile up of cars in the back here. Big old mess of cars right here. What just happened right there on the restart? We saw both cars in the front row get janked up, but 12 now looks like he goes in the corner. Oh, oh man, just runs right into the 88. No brakes needed. Lowe's machine, no brakes either. Looks like his went out. Good thing these guys got a fast repair, I tell you that. So Ty's still going to be your race leader. Kevin Lee going to be in that 2 spot, and Lee going to be back into 3. Anthony Monroe, Ricky Bobby, and Slammer Smith. Going to be back in that number 7 spot. He's your hard charger at the moment, up 9 spots for Slammer. We're back under caution again here. Lap 20 of the 81 here at the Paperclip. Week number 1 of the Outlaw Graphics Super Late Model Series. And it's been a dandy so far. 20 laps in. We've had, I think, 4 or 5 cautions and maybe 1 or 2 lead changes at the moment. We've had a lot of torn up race cars and notable guys, like I said, driving their way up to the front early in this race. John Wayne was up in the top 10 at one point here. Frank the Tank was up near the top 10. You got guys like Connor Haddock who are now struggling. Haddock back in the 16 spot. Cal Naughton out of this race. Bubba Pollard, another big name, in the 17 spot. So a lot of guys in the back here. Some new guys. Like I said, the Legend Boys are getting after it up front, man. We'll see if that trend continues throughout the season. I know they're looking forward to getting their season kicked off next week. If you haven't heard, get involved. The Twisted Wrench Racing Legend Mayhem Series kicks off next Sunday night. All right, Ty, let's try not to spin them. There you go. Good restart right there. Ty going to stay to the inside. Kevin Lee going to push to the high side. Here comes the Western Auto 17 machine out of North Carolina. Lee now working that 3rd place spot. He's got Ricky Bobby right behind him. Anthony Monroe now goes to the inside. The 82, the Asphalt Cowboy out of Texas. Backwoods Vacation Rental on the side of that machine. And if you're looking for a paint scheme, why not make it an Outlaw Graphics paint scheme? Oh, big hit there. He put Ricky Bobby up into the wall. Bobby, and we got tires off of race cars. My God. Once again, self-inflicted moves. Looks like the 82 comes up the track. Not clear. Slams the Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby now has tire issues. And, man, oh, man, the rest is history there. And look at the front end of the 69. He wasn't joking when he said that thing would not turn. You can clearly see that is got some damage to it there. The Cadillac not looking very nice here. So Ty's still going to be your leader. Kevin Lee going to be in that 2 spot. Lee Monroe now moves himself back into the top 4 there. So Ricky Bobby goes hard into the wall. He's going to have to go get some pit, and he will. He'll go grab Pit road as we speak. All right, we'll zip through the caution laps here for you. Going to have quite a few of them here tonight. Something tells me. I don't know, though. Something tells me we're going to have a little bit more cautions than everybody thinks. All right. Looks like we still got the lights on. Yes, we do. All right, lights should go off next time by. But how about Hamilton, man? You know, hey, just got the guy in here late tonight. We did a little bit of recruitment, lobby up, and he was like, hey, I want to come run. Got him all signed up, ready to go, and out here leading the race, week number 1, man. Like I said, pretty crazy, man. You can find talent out there. You can. There's a lot of it. Just got to get them in the right spot. All right, lights off the pace car. Here we go. Kevin Lee still on the outside of that 22 machine. 28 of the 81 in the books. Here we go. Watch that restart. Oh, big hit there. The 82 gets into the backside of the 22. And Anthony Monroe now goes back to the 4 spot there after getting right up to the back bumper of the 22. Green flag still right now. Hamilton still your leader out front. Kevin Lee stacked there in the 3 spot and landed. Now moving himself up. Let's jump into cockpit with the Asphalt Cowboy. Anthony Monroe now chasing Landon down. Jump up here with your leader. Go to the gearbox now, looking back from Hamilton, back to the Western Auto 17 machine of Lee. Digging that Chevy Performance right now is pumping up. Let's take a look back from Lee. Got the Ford Mustang Power Kevin Lee right behind him. And let's jump back to Lee and take a look back. You see Anthony Monroe now, the Toyota Power. Landon down with a little bit of damage to his machine. Landon looks back. Connor Haddock looking back at the Heat Wave machine. That's Slammer Smith back there, John Gerard. And John Wayne now. Got Logan Ace right behind him. The Cadillac is getting close, but a lot of damage to the front end of that 69 machine. He's going to look to the inside. He was able to make the pass on John Wayne. A lot of damage, but Hamilton's still out front. Lee, Kevin Lee, Monroe, Landon, Connor Haddock, John Gerard. Going to round out your top 7. Notable in the back. Here's Hunter still. Great battle there. Hunter now gets to the inside of Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby now feels the pressure. A lot of pressure being put on right now. Logan Ace got tons of damage, man. He cannot get that Cadillac to turn right now. Frank the Tank now moving up to the number 10 spot. And ladies and gentlemen, John Wayne racing in the top 10. And as I just said that, big mess in the back here. Not sure what just happened there. The 69 looks to be involved here. And looks like we're going 3 wide here. Ricky Bobby in the middle. Yep. Ricky Bobby in the middle wasn't clear. The 48 goes up into him. Then Ricky Bobby goes up into the 69, and then it's just an effect after that. You see here. Boom. Could have been a lot worse for all cars involved, but it wasn't. So 36 of the 81 in the books. Hamilton, Lee, Kevin Lee, your top 3. You got a Lee and a Kevin Lee. How about that, guys? Can't make that stuff up. Yep. Ricky Bobby does have a message for all the drivers out there, okay? He does. Sorry. All right. Thanks a lot, Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby stepping in there and putting his 2 cents in. We appreciate that. All right. Hamilton going to come into pit here. That's a bold statement. 37 of the 81 in the books. Your leader now going to come down pit road, grab a set of fresh Hoosier. And we'll see what he does here with them. But that's a lot of spots you got to make up in a short time to get there. So I don't know if this is going to be a good or bad move for your leader. We'll see. He's going to get rights. He's going to get left. Yeah, this track is torn up tires. As you can see, the debris on the track. Lee, Gerard, Slammer, Frank, and Monroe going to round them out here. So lights are still on the pace car. They're off this time. Your new race leader out front, it's Lee in the 17 Western Auto Chevrolet out of North Carolina. John Gerard in the 55. You know him from Talladega Nights. Keep an eye on him in the 55 tonight. Frank the Tank, ladies and gentlemen. Into the top 5, Frank is. And just like that, we're almost going to have a yellow, and I think we are going to have a yellow. John Wayne. Big pile up back there. All drivers look to be turned around. Back and take a look at what happened here. It looks like the 13 just drove it in there into the backside of the 12 here. So, again, cautions breed cautions. Watch this. Boom. Gonna get ran over. Boom. Big stuff right there, man. Hate to see it for all drivers involved. Lee still gonna be your leader here, as caution will come out. The drivers now still trying to turn themselves around right now. Tough break there for all involved. Lee still your leader. Caution is back out again for the, well, probably 8th time, I think. I promise it's going to get better. It's got to get better. A lot of these guys were blaming the bots, but I see a lot of human crashing human here. So I don't know. Mixed emotions with that. John Gerard not worried about nobody up front. Slammer Smith doing the same thing. Frank the Tank, Anthony Monroe, Connor Haddock, and Logan Ace. Oh, Logan Ace, see that? You got to have your head on a swivel. You just saw that right there. Watch this. As we are under yellow here, folks. Woo! Kind of ran into the back of the 82. 82 almost ran into the back of Frank. That's who's in front of him, by the way. That's Frank. So everybody says the bots are slamming on the brakes here. Here you go. Here's Frank. That's Monroe. That's Connor Haddock. Those are all human drivers running into each other under yellow flag. All right. Lee's still going to be your race leader right now. It looks like Hamilton is going to get up here and should get waved around here, I believe, or something should happen. He's not going to be up front. Lights are off the pace car here, and he is going to get shipped around here. So Lee going to be your race leader right now. It looks like John Gerard going to be in that second spot, and Anthony Monroe going to be in that second row, or excuse me, third row, bottom line. Here we go. 88 Connor Haddock right underneath Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank going to go for a ride up on the high side. He's going to bring him back down low now. Connor Haddock landed, and we got another big pile up. Whoa, one upside down. It's the Heat Wave number 4 machine. That's Derek Thorne. And we got drivers all over the track out here tonight, just upside down, flipping around. And I do believe this car was involved again here, the 13 machine, the Hamilton. He was great when he was up front. What happens here? Oh, man, just goes up, and the 128, that's Bubba Pollard. Said, where do you want me to go, bud? So now here comes Bubba. Let's jump in the cockpit with him here. He tried to make it through the hole, and the hole closed quickly. That's tough. That's rough. All right, Lee's still going to be out front right now. In the Outlaw Super Late Model Series week number 1, Lee is leading this thing. Competition may be on the lookout. That Western Auto Chevrolet is running strong here tonight. Anthony Monroe, your title sponsor, the owner and operator of Outlaw Graphics. You need a sim racer, car, fire suit, helmet, you need it painted? He's your man. Make sure you check him out. Logan Ace out here tonight in the Nighthawk Graffiti Cadillac out of Italy, the Ace Motorsports driver. Beautiful looking paint scheme on that car, by the way. If you have yet voted for your favorite super late model, make sure you do that. It is the pinned comment in our Facebook group find that comment, find your favorite car, give them a like, and by the end of the season, whoever's got the most likes of their car, going to get themselves a nice little trophy to hang up. Little painting of their car going to be done. So going to be a pretty sweet thing. Some guys out here with some sweet cars. Logan Ace, Connor Haddock's got a sweet one. Anthony Monroe has got a decked out super late model. So a lot of cars with a lot of cool paint schemes. Be sure to pick your favorite. All right, lights are out of the pace car. We're 47 of the 81 in the books. And we're going to get you around here. Here we go. He did fire before the box. So you got in the box here. Oh, no, he fired in the box. He just got a really good start. I mean, you can't help that the guy out there didn't follow him. And he's in the box. Good. John Gerard never went going. Anthony Monroe, Logan Ace now to the number 3 spot. Landon back there, Slammer, excuse me, and Connor Haddock now going to make it 3 wide. And he now goes up, and again, not clear. A lot of these guys running into the bots are not clear to go up the track. Like, you're not clear here, and you just drive up there. That's going to cause a wreck every time. So again, we will go back to the chopper cam. You'll see his car go up. The black car doesn't make a move. Drives right up there and blaming the bots. But in reality, it's not really the bots' fault. All right, Lee still out front out of North Carolina. Going to be coming to 50 laps in this race as we're going to have 31 to go. Anthony Monroe in that number 2 spot. Logan Ace now going to be up here in the top 3 out of Italy. Ace Motorsports on the side of that machine. Big thanks again to Outlaw Graphics for being the title sponsor of tonight's racing action. Some of these guys back here. Hunter having not a bad night, up 10 spots currently. The 48 machine, he's blinking. He's got a little blink going to him, but he's all right. Frank the Tank running strong here. John Wayne still in the top 10. And Hamilton, he just has not been the same since he's been up front. He was up front leading this thing. And the next thing you know, it's not happening. Okay, what just happened here? Was it another blinking situation? Oh, again, it's just guys not paying attention under yellow. That's what we got to work on here. Watch this. Just comes around the corner and whacks him. We got to do a better job. This is why I think having no fast repairs is a good thing, because this would eliminate stuff like this. But, you know, hey, you just got to pay attention. So they're going to get themselves turned back around and straightened up. And Lee's like, hey, are we ever going to get this race done? 51 of the 81 in the books here. Lights still on the pace car. They should go off this time. Maybe. We might have some guys have to come in and pit after that. Yes, I did hear from Frank here. Let's go in-car audio with Frank here. In-car audio with Frank. What was he saying on the radio here? Frank, you got a copy? What were you saying, Frank? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that, Frank. What was that one more time? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Frank. You gotta love it. All right, lights are off the pace car. Here we go. '53 of the '81, ready to rock and roll. Lee with a good start. Anthony Monroe right there with him. Logan Ace now digging on the outside. He's got Landon behind him. Kevin Lee now still back there struggling. And that number 6 spot gets into the back of the 91 here. We got a big mess of cars. Whoa. Wow. We got cars flipped upside down and around. I'm pretty sure the 13 just went airborne. I'm pretty sure of it. Oh my God. Just look at this mess. Oh, wow. That was not good. That is not good. Wow. Big wreck there. It definitely could have been prevented. That sucks. All right. Still pacing here. 55 of the 81 in the books here. I do believe that. Yes, I do believe. A lot of what we heard in the Discord was a lot of bot blaming, but you see a lot of these wrecks, and a lot of them have to do with our real drivers. So, we just got to do a better job of cleaning it up. And, if we have to have an incident counter or some sort, we can discuss that when it happens. But right now, yeah, pretty sloppy week 1 here at Martinsville. And I know it's Martinsville, and I know it's tough, and it's not easy, but we can definitely be cleaner than this. So we got 25 laps to go here at the paperclip. Lights are still on the pace car here. Your leader out of North Carolina, Lee, right now in the Western Auto number 17 machine. I'll tell you, he might come out here swinging. He might win this race. First race. Just a heads up. Yep, just a heads up. That's it. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Lee on the inside, Anthony Monroe on the outside. Logan Ace in that second row behind him. Good restart there. Ace in the 69, got to try to get down low. You don't want to spend too much time up on the high side, but John Gerard not going to make it easy. Kevin Lee now going to do his best job to stay down low there, and he'll go low underneath Connor Haddock. Haven't said his name too much tonight. Now you see John Gerard hit that bumper, hit the curb. Kevin Lee now going to dip and try to make it 3 wide. Not a good idea. Seen that a mile away. Slid it in there, now hit John Gerard, puts Connor Haddock up into the wall. Lee, Anthony Monroe, great battle up front here. Anthony, John Gerard, and Kevin Lee now back at it again here. 22 to go. We're keeping an eye on Kevin Lee. He's going to look to the inside here. It's going to stick this time for the 22 machine out of Texas. John Gerard going to stay on the outside here. Kevin Lee to the inside. Lee now, great battle up front between him and the 82. The Asphalt Cowboy. He knows how to drive these super late models. Anthony Monroe out of Texas. He went offshore. Monroe Motorsports, Backwoods Vacation Rental, Outlaw Graphics, you name it, this man has it. And what a battle we got right here. 19 to go. We're getting some green flag racing down, boys. Anthony now right up to his back bumper of the 17. 17 going to look, and oh, what a mistake there from your leaders.
Seriously, man.
Looks like they're going to get themselves straightened back around here. And you seen what happened there. It looked like somebody hit the curb. Let's go back and take a look here. So we look at this here. And we're going to just bring it to, go back here a little bit further. Excuse me. Go back here a little bit further. All right, here we go. Let's take a look here. 17 now. Great corner here from both cars. Looks like the 82 gets in there a little low. He does. And he bounces off the curb and hits the 17. So big mistake there from the 82. as he bounces off the curve into the 17. And well, unfortunately for them, that's going to allow Logan Ace to drive right through the middle there. There's your new race leader. As the caution comes out, the 69 now going to be your race leader, Logan Ace in the Cadillac out of Italy for Ace Motorsports. Kevin Lee now going to be the 2 spot. Landon, Connor, Ricky Bobby, and Slammer going to round out your top 6 as we have 18 to go here. Lights are still on the pace car. Logan Ace, your leader of the 69 Cadillac for Nighthawk Motorsports, Phantom Racing, Capsule of Time, LLC.com on the side of that machine. The Cadillac is rolling tonight. He's riding out there for the Hawk. $17 to go. Make it 16 to go next time by. Kevin Lee going to be on that outside. John Gerard going to be in that 3, and Landon going to be back in that number 4 spot. Lights still in the pace cars. We have some drivers that are still in the pits. Kevin Lee in that number 2 spot. Frank the Tank, you're asking, in 14th in the pits right now. Hamilton in the pits. John Wayne in the pits, missing a whole front end. A lot of torn up race cars there. 15 to go. Your leader, Logan Ace. On the outside of him, he's got the young man in the 22 machine out of Texas for Twisted Wrench Racing. Kevin Lee. Connor Haddock's race team out here tonight, looking strong so far. Connor in the number 5 spot. His teammate, Landon, currently in the number 4 spot. We'll see how that changes here. Just a few short laps. Good restart there from everybody. We get taken off and we're ready to go. 14 to go. Logan Ace now going to battle it down to the inside. Cadillac strong right now. Good power there. And you got a big wreck of cars back here. Caution does come back out quickly as we have cars that have flipped upside down and went around here in the back of the pack here. Let's go back and take a look at the replay here. And well, again, it's not a bot. It's a human error, as I can see it from here. Keep an eye on Anthony Monroe here. Gets into the back of the 26, spins him around and flips him, wrecks him. Big wreck there. And not so much Ricky Bobby's fault there, I would say. He's just running his line up there and just gets spun around. Tough break. All right, so Logan Ace still going to hold his spot here as the caution the caution light comes out. 14 to go. Logan Ace still going to be your race leader. Kevin Lee in that 2 spot. Landon right now doing great for Haddock Racing out there tonight. Steven didn't make the call here tonight. Didn't have the vehicle or the track, but his other teammate here for Haddock Racing is currently running 3rd. So great debut for him tonight. John Gerard, Connor Haddock himself in that number 5 spot. Lee currently in the 6, man. He had a great race too going. Kind of similar to what happened with Hamilton. Hamilton was doing great at the beginning and then kind of had to go do that pit stop. And then after the pit stop, it kind of just fell downhill after that. All right, 11 to go. Lights are back on the pace car. Excuse me, off the pace car right now. Here we go. Logan Ace, the inside, the 69 Cadillac. Battling the 22. Got the hot Haddock graphics on the hood of that machine. Look at that. Oh, man, the 88, the boss man just got right up behind him. Watch this restart here. What the heck just happened here? So the 88 gets up to the back bumper, shoves his teammate out of the way, then drives up the track, and then hits the 17, then spins around, and we're probably going to blame a bot. Logan Ace still out front as we're going to go 10 to go here. Be about 8 to go, I believe, once we actually get going again here. Cautions tonight, they trust me. You didn't have a hard time finding them here, folks, I promise. A lot of people were saying it was the bots this, the bots that. I Have a hard time believing that, but we're going to find out next week. We have not next week, excuse me. The following week, the super late models will be at Dover, I believe. So it's going to be another tough track, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. The paperclip here requires a lot of skill as far as braking, being able to get back on the gas, and just being patient. That's what you got to have when you come to tracks like this. And we're going to see that same thing when we go to Dover. It's another track where it's fast, but you got to be patient. All right, here we go. 69-22 front row, 91-55 second row. Let's see what the driver's got. Oh, no. The flag man. Oh, he's burning out on top of Connor's car. We got a car on fire here. We got a car on fire. Logan Ace is now officially on fire. What a mistake there was. Oh, my God. Let's go back and take a look at it here. And let's go take a look here. Let's go to the chase cam here. Far chase cam here. And watch it. The 69 takes off in the box. And you see the sparks flying right there. It's a big net code, so... This right here is the dead giveaway, folks. There was no spinning of the tires. Okay, so dead giveaway. Now watch in between these cars here. You'll start seeing sparks fly. That's telling you the 22 is net coding leaning on the 69 and just unfortunately ended Logan Ace's night right there. So tough break with 7 to go. Big wreck there. But netcode did it. You've seen it a lot with... Kevin Lee, it seems like a lot of net code coming from the side of that car, so you got to keep an eye on that thing. But the 69 now laying up on the hood of the 88, and Logan Ace's night is about a wrap from that right there. Tough break, man. You hate to see it. So they're going to get rebapped around right now. John Gerard going to be your leader in the 55. Jags Machine, Lee and Kevin Lee. Landon right now in the 4 spot. And Connor Haddock going to be in the number 5 spot at the moment. Here we go. Lights are on the pace car. We're going to have 4 to go. Should be a green-white checkered here to finish this out. Kevin Lee now going to go back up to the front here. It's going to be Kevin Lee in that number 1 spot here, folks. He was up front. He's been in the back. He's been in the middle. He's been just about everywhere. Can he bring it home? Green, white, checkered, number 4, I believe. Here we go. It's been a crazy race. I don't know how much more crazier it could be with 3 to go. Oh, we got a car blinking. That could make things interesting. Oh, and now he got hit in the back here. Connor Haddock got hit in the back by Logan Ace. Kevin Lee now your race leader out front of the 22 machine, and here comes Landon. Landon now in that number 2 spot. John Gerard into 3. And Kevin Lee now coming to the white flag. He's got it. 1 to go here. It's going to be checkers right now. Kevin Lee going to win it here at Martinsville. Landon going to be in that number 2 spot. And Connor Haddock going to round out your top 3 here tonight. What a race and a way to finish it. An unbelievable finish, as you see.
Good shit.
Logan Ace now burned up. His car has went to the toaster. But it's going to be this young man out of Texas, the Haddock Graphics Machine. 22, the Twisted Wrench Racing driver, Kevin Lee. Going to burn it down for you folks here at Martinsville. He'll win week number 1 of the Outlaw Graphics Super Late Model Series. Unbelievable race. We've had caution after caution, but it's been a fun night here at Martinsville. I look forward to Dover here in just 2 short weeks. Remember, folks, these alternate. So 1 week, it'll be these. The next week, it'll be the Tour Mods. But starting next week, we will always have legend cars. So congratulations again to Kevin Lee as he burns it down for you folks. Big shout out to him and his entire race team over at Twisted Wrench Racing. That's it for us here tonight at Phantom Racing Network. We appreciate you guys coming on board, man, and everybody who's a part of the league who makes this possible. I know we're just sim race, but man, we have a fun time doing it. I look forward to seeing everybody real short. We'll be back at it again in 6 short days. Sunday comes around quicker than you think. I'll see you guys then.